Well, D3, otherwise known as Dirty Dog D, is a rap artist from Houston, Texas, whose purpose is to bring his perception of reality to the world. And I believe that that's also every artist's goal and intention. Definitely has to be the performance I had with Rhyme Fest at South by Southwest last year. And it was fun because he actually pulled me out of the crowd to get on stage with him and rock it with him, one of my favorite songs. And since then, I've actually done that with him 3 other times in 2 other cities, here in Houston and also in Dallas. My writing process, I know you might hear a lot of people, they have a certain room they go to or a certain mood they have to be in a certain time. I really don't have all of that, so I ride the bus a lot, and I like to use that as my time to write as well. I like writing in hostile territories, as some people would say. But basically what I do, man, I just plug in my iPod and listen to beats that inspire me. They don't necessarily have to be original beats from producers that I know. It can be a lot of stuff that's on the radio, but things that kind of get my brain going, and I use those productions to give me a direction to writing. So for example, if it's a certain song playing on the radio and I like the beat a lot, I'll write something to it, and usually that'll lead me to point B, which will lead me to point C. I might not use any of those lyrics for a song, but I might down the road need a bar or 2 bars to kind of fill in a point that I'm trying to make, and I use that. So a lot of my pieces, I guess you could say, are kind of like jigsaw puzzle pieces. And I pick from here and I pick from there and kind of piece them together, and they fit to create this whole composition. So that's basically how my process goes. And I just started doing that. Last year, I kind of tested myself experimenting with that process, and I wrote a 16 from January 1st up until around, I think it was like May or June of last year. I would write a 16 every day for that 6-month period. And I was able to take a lot of that material and kind of flesh it out and use it for songs. Sometimes I'll use it for a verse if I was featuring with an artist, and it just really worked out. So that's my process. For the past 4 years, I've been in a group called Dirty and Nasty, rap duo called Dirty and Nasty, and our rap duo is a part of a rap collective called the Rogue Scholar Alliance. And we've been doing our thing here in the Houston area. It's comprised of a number of different MCs from different parts of town, and we do shows together, and we're getting ready to go to South by Southwest, planning the trip to go there. Also, I've worked with many other MCs and producers such as Fat Tony in the early part of his career. I've also worked with Hollywood Floss. I'm getting ready to be on a project of his in the near future. Also, I've worked with people such as b.Palmer. He's a producer here in H-Town. I've had a chance to work with my homeboy Jay Thomas, A.K.A. Julian Spade. He's on my mixtape that's getting ready to come out called Play Dirty, the mixtape. And just a number of other people who I've had the wonderful opportunity to work with. DJs, DJ Arsenic is one. Just a number of people who are really moving and shaking here in Houston. Tupac. Even though I don't jam his music every day, he's kind of like that friend that you have, that really, really good friend who you've known since like middle school, who you don't see him every day. You might talk on the phone every once in a while, but when you see them, you're able to kind of catch up right where you were the first time, or right where you were from the last time you spoke in person. He's that guy. He's that guy to me. I don't listen to his music every day, but when I do pop in a CD like All Eyes on Me, or like Machiavelli, the Don Illuminati, or even when I listen to some of his earlier work, I get right back in sync. I get right back in touch with my old friend. There were actually a couple things, and I just got to be honest on this. First thing was, back in '96 when I first started rapping, Screw was really big here in Houston, and you got to understand, if you were jamming that type of music, it made you, it was something about it that sort of was like a seed that was planted in you, and it grew in me, and I saw what it did for other guys. It made people respect them. It made girls like them. It was a whole it was a variety of things, but that whole feeling, that whole fire that it put in people, that was the first reason. And the second reason was that I was already a writer. I had been writing creatively since around age 12. So being an MC, it just gave me another way, another avenue to express myself. I was already writing little short plays and little character ideas and things of that sort. So it just gave me another outlet through which I could express myself in a creative manner. So those are my reasons for becoming an MC. To me, MC means a lot of things. Move the crowd, master of ceremonies, mic controller, and it encompasses all those things that an MC needs to be. When you're the mic controller, that means that you have to have the strength and the power to be able to move the audience to your whim. When you're the master of ceremonies, that means that you need to be the emperor, the king, the ruler over all that you survey. And when you're moving the crowd, you got to get the people rocking. It's something about when a person does the call and response, put your hands in the air. It's something about that is definitely powerful. I had a homeboy describe the microphone as like an axe. When you holding it, it's not a little wimpy weapon. It's something that's gonna cut through you, rip through you. And so it's in a sense, the MC is a warrior. That axe that's in his hand is cutting through the crowd, and you got to be able to use it and wield it to your own ability. So those are my beliefs of what an MC is: moving the crowd, mic controller, and a master of ceremony.